Why hello there, fellow defenders of the Ark. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens. Episode 70, Freeze-Dried Insect Meat. So just to review the game mechanics behind insect traps. Oh, what? Gun biocoated sorrel? Oh, this should never be biocoated. So the game mechanics behind insect traps is that insects need the ambient temperature to be above -17 Celsius in order to spawn. So we're heating up, and they also will spawn in overhead mountain tiles. So we're heating overhead mountain tiles here to above -17 Celsius. And that will make it a valid spot for insects to spawn. There's a few other factors in play, but that's the simplified version. So this will become a bug spawner. And the idea is that the bugs will then get aggroed, attack the wooden wall, expose themselves to the ambient temperature, and promptly freeze to death. Army of scavengers are now hostile with us. That's fine. Just one more raid partner. No big deal. One of the other factors for insects is how dark it is. So one thing I can do here is to have the heat bleed out to this section, but intentionally darken it with slate walls, so that this area here is even higher % chance for insect spawning. So I'm going to do all that I can to try to encourage the insects to spawn where I want them. And also, in these, the insects want it to be, like, dark and filthy and warm. Those are more or less all the factors. There's another factor which is, like, mountainy, which is harder to describe, but basically, insects want to be underneath the most amount of mountain. So a really small mountain versus a really big mountain will lure them more, which is yet another factor, but not for our intensive... Oh, yeah, here we go. It worked real well. And then in this case, I can then promptly target off the heaters. And if I really want to be cruel, deconstruct the wooden wall, exposing them to ambient temperature. And now it's -74 Celsius in their bug zone. Which is to say, gonna get them killed real fast. So immediately they're exposed to the hyper-frozen ambient temperature. And one of the beauty of this is a trap that resets. So basically every time they're exposed to the ambient temperature, it's no longer valid for them to spawn in here. So it's not like this bug swarm can get out of control. It by its very design, as soon as one of the wooden walls are breached, it resets itself. With that said, I don't really want anyone going in there at the moment. So I'm going to remove the stalwarts and pilgrims from the zone. Because these bugs are not going to get pissed immediately. They're not, like, they don't start aggro. So they're going to wait until they become hypothermic to become aggroed. And I have double thick walls in hopes to reduce the chance that they chip into my mining tunnels. But, yeah. Hyperthermic slowdown is already happening to all of them. And because it's so cold, it's happening to all of them in the same, all at once. Oh, that's still not enough power. Fine. We're going to go 140. 25 chem fuel a day, that's fine. Alright, Axios, you are out, and you are completely in tip-top health. Hell yeah. Alright, let's uninstall this pod, and then switch the pods. I'm going to have JD go through a cycle. So they're going to chip into some of it. But, yep, there we go. Now they're starting to get aggroed. They will destroy the heaters when they get pissed. But what's happening is those weakest to the cold are falling first. So it's going to be Mega Scarabs, then Spellipedes, and then eventually the Mega Spiders. And then once the Mega Spiders are unconscious, I can go in there with, like, Fish Pick or Madzin and just murder them with blades. Yep, Spellipedes just went down. And in a moment, the Mega Spiders are going to go down. As soon as it hits extreme. Pretty brutal trap. But yeah, there you have it. Insect trap. Done. So, current priority is scan for uranium. And I'm going to take a little bit of time to reset the trap. But I'll have you guys vote on next project. There it is. Yeah, it's a pretty good trap. I didn't really have to do very much. Fishpick, you want to come up here and kill some bugs? So probably most importantly, so in this trap configuration, you can leave the hives out to just continually spawn bugs. So to basically kill all of the unconscious bugs and leave the hives to just generate bugs. So I think what I'm going to do in this case is remove most of the hives, leaving a few to see if that's like a viable option. I'll just drag it like that. That's easier. And yeah, I can take the heaters out if I'm doing it that way. And then I can heat this little area for fish pick to warm up. Now this won't work midsummer, because it's just not cold enough midsummer to kill bugs in this way. But midwinter, yeah, no problem. Bugs will die very fast. Oh, you're hypothermic. Probably also need food and sleep, so... go warm up. Heating the other area will cause an infestation? Yes, it would, but I'm not keeping the heaters on. It was just a temporary heat to keep fish pick from dying. Okay, here we go. JD. It is time for your bio sculpt cycle. And Madzin, I'm going to have you come up here and finish off all the bugs. I could have sent them to be hunted. Too. Both works. One of the reasons, like, I think if this builds melee... No, yeah, it doesn't even build melee, never mind. I guess Kill them however you want, then. JD. Build the pod. And... with berries only. There you go. Little bug murderer. Due for maintenance? Yeah, okay. It might not reproduce due to lack of maintenance. I guess we'll see. Oh, sorry, fish pick. I don't know why they're pulling extra duty. Why they're so sleepy. I don't know. Quest active. Ah, they want peace talks. Yeah, I'm not about to go walk around outside. That sounds like a death wish. And, you guys want me to expand the battery bank. So, I think we need a spot, a designated spot to build battery banks. Because where they are now is pretty exposed to raiders, and I don't like it. Building a battery bank somewhere back here makes the most sense. It doesn't need to be like an easily traversable area. So I'm gonna build like a little annex here for batteries. I don't love the concept of batteries being like exposed to the outside in this way. Was thinking of putting another bioscope pod, but maybe I won't. Let's do one at a time. So JD, let's have you enter for a pleasure cycle. And then once you're biotuned, you're going to go in for a regen cycle. Hey Sean, thank you for the resub. And doing pretty well. How about yourself? Oh boy, that's a lot of bug meat. Let's get chem fueling. Oh, there we go. So here's a Spellipede respawned. And will suffer the same fate as the other bugs. Oh, we got a silver zone. Not what we're looking for, but I guess technically that was a metal we didn't have access to. And then the Mega Scarab got pissed when the Spellipede lost consciousness, but then it promptly lost consciousness too. We're just... Yep. This is fine. Yoink! Brutally efficient. And there's a small risk of, like, a bug being active while one of the colonists is in there, which is the danger of this trap. But, you know, whatever. Oh, that's what everyone's doing. That makes sense. So, if we're having a power bank, we'll put conduits here. I don't think I am going to separate my power banks. Meaning, all batteries will just be hooked up. And I want a lot of batteries. I know this looks ridiculous, but you guys voted for a power bank. There's kind of a strategic reason for me to build this many batteries, but I don't want to... It would become relevant later on. Maybe... yeah. Warm up. Yeah, they're all getting hypothermic. Maybe I'll tone it down a little bit. Always room for expansion if we want to get even more batteries. But having 9 total up from 2 is going to be a big plus. Our power surge is also ready. So let's hit it. Let's hit it after the batteries are built. That makes the most sense. So, build all the batteries and then charge them up violently. And yep, this will eventually be roofed. Just building everything else first. Okay, batteries are built. So the last 2 batteries are going to get put over there so that they can't be punched by raiders. And here we go, surging. Can't say it added a lot of power to the grid, but it was something. Surprisingly enough, because the batteries weren't within the EMP radius, things didn't shut down. So now, the project is to upgrade the Ark. Scan for uranium and upgrade the Ark. Perfect. Need to make more of an effort to haul this insect jelly away. So, 100 gold, which we have. We have 170. 100 steel components. One thing we are gonna need is... our plasteel is kind of running low, but like not dangerously low. But I'll have to keep an eye on it. But we've got the steel and we've got the gold, so we'll get that going. So fish pick, once fish pick is up, we'll do the honors. Or Zeusin. I don't really care who. Oh! Hello, Mega Spider. Already hypothermic slowdown. Rogie. Maybe clean the mining tunnels up while we wait. Oh, it's already down. Perfect. Yeah, it's pretty deadly efficient given the ambient temperature. And the insect jelly. Oh, I did not see that hive up there. Let's go ahead and do, let's put it, we have a lot of insect meat now, so I'm going to do a control kill. Reducing, oh, they destroyed both. That's fine. I think we've gotten a lot of insect meat from this side project, so I can arm the trap again. But I'll just wait for these guys to naturally die due to hypothermic slowdown. Fib mech. Sheep rise at winter. That sucks. We'll be issuing industrial meds for that to reduce the pain, because there is a worry that the pain from fibrous mechanites paired with pain of hypothermia can cause unconsciousness, which would be dangerous. Okay. Bugs are still holding out. And then once this trap is reset fully and walls smooth and all that, we can trigger it up for another bug spawning. One of the advantages of spawning bugs like this, if you're wondering, is it counts as like a raid. It counts as like an attack. So it helps to reduce the amount of human raiders that come with like Doomsday launchers and turbo launchers. Now there is a risk, of course, that the infestation is like massive and really hard to manage as a result. That's just a risk we're going to have to take. But trap's armed. Armed for another wave. And our chem fuel is, honestly, stupidly absurd. I think we make chem fuel from bug meat. I'm going to do forever now, because I think we have a lot of bug meat. Zeus him with creativity. So, what should Zeusin make? Royal bed. We had queued up hospital bed to be the next research project, which kind of went on pause due to the uranium scanning, but I'm going to include hospital bed. It would mean we'd need to stop scanning briefly to research hospital bed, but I'll allow it. We also don't have a legendary billiards table, so we can try for one as well. So, I think those three are the most reasonable options. So I'll give you a minute to vote on that. And seeing the hospital bed is leading, let's quickly pivot to hospital bed research, and then we'll go back to charge pulse once we're done. The chem fuel arc now is done. We have upgraded it. The next is that we would install the ignition stabilizer gizmo to ensure consistent and steady combustion, maintaining optimal power output and reducing fluctuations in fuel consumption. This upgrade generates the enhances the generator's ability, reliability and fuel efficiency. But for that, we need to burn 1,000 fuel first. I am going to... So, now, when you're tuning, there's 2 meters here. And what I'm going to be doing is tuning the arc to burn a lot more, but to wear a lot less. Intentionally burning our chem fuel for the sake of getting ignition stabilizer going. So we're generating more power by burning a lot more fuel, but generating a lot less wear on arc maintenance. I'm intentionally burning chem fuel to advance our goals of upgrade. And you guys want a hospital bed. I'm going to call that a little early. So we'll try to get hospital blood research ASAP. Unusually clever Godless, coming in with 5 Doomsday launchers and a triple launcher, and 11 frag grenades. What the hell? Why? And 5 Molotovs. They just want to blow stuff up. Oh god. Alright, I think I know how to I want to handle this. Everyone behind the walls. Madsen, come over here. I am gonna let the cold kill them. This ain't a fight I stand to win if I engage. You know, I don't have Locust Armor, I don't have Psycasts. I need to basically get them to freeze themselves to death. So what I'm doing is I'm offering Madsen up as a valid target, where they march on Madsen. So what's going to end up happening here is they're going to, like, come to this door, punch it a little, and turn around and start marching on Madsen. And maybe what I'll do is I'll keep Madsen warm over here. Up here, and then have them redeploy. Yeah, see how they're all turning around? Now they're pivoting to go to attack Madsen. Basically, yeah, door juggle them to death. Exactly. While everyone else turtles. So the 3 out here are short ranged. So I can take pot shots on them, killing them, and then flip-flop it so that Shep and Kuniki, wow, you were doofus. I guess you're a slowpoke, yeah. Have them kite them elsewhere, you know? So, fish pick. I'm gonna have you go kill Pratt. He's off by his lonesome. Rise it, minor break. Don't worry. I didn't conscript you. Fish pick, go this way. So soon, I'm going to need a new valid target. And maybe I'll make it Rise it. Although, his mood is bad, so I'll maybe make it Cardinal. Cheers. Fish pick, you can actually go back inside. Cardinal is valid target now. Madsen, you can come back inside. My shooters go gank Pratt and then Wong. I'm trying to reduce their numbers without directly taking damage. Also, JD, I'm going to have you start your bioregion cycle. I know in the middle of a fight is weird timing, but I don't care. So Pratt's down. Actively going for Wong now. And as you can see, they are dropping like flies. I mean, it's negative 88. It's freaking cold. So I wasn't really worried about this raid. The weapons they were using was ridiculous. But just freeze them to death. Pratt, you any good? No, not really. And they're fleeing. The only issue with them fleeing, however, is I don't want them destroying any walls or doors while fleeing, so I'm going to rally here. Hopefully you die of hypothermia before you make it through the door, though. Hey, Zippy. Thank you for the resub. Also looks like Flapjack. You are coming to break a door? No, maybe not. What's funny is, like, as they break these doors, their insulation worsens anyway. So, they might sabotage some of my doors, but they're also freezing themselves to death in the process. They're probably going to try to come out this plasteel door. Oh, he died. Now it's just Shep. No, he's going for that door. Okay. Everyone is free except for Cardinal. Oh, he died too. He didn't even make it out. Love it. So we have 2 doors to replace. In this case, because this is a very commonly destroyed door, I'm going to make it plasteel. Screw them raiders. They could bite me. Whoa! You had a drug problem? You brought in 74 joints? Maybe I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and you had, like, chronic pain or something. I don't know. But that's a lot of drugs. Yeah, we do have some maps. I don't think the map mod is, like, working, though. Because it doesn't reveal anything when I read them. I think it's actually not broken so much as, there aren't points of interest to even be revealed. Oh, you weren't a bad... You were a youngin', but... I mean, you're gonna die of hypothermia before I can save you. But you would have been a good recruit, I suppose. Bunch of them would have been. Cleanliness factor, that's not good. There you go. Alright, Winter, you want to do the thing? Winter's so used to corpse cleanup. She doesn't bat an eye when I'm like, hey, time to make them burn. I'm glad I don't have the psychology mod, because, like, at this point, she's becoming a pyromaniac. Fish pick. Yeah, don't set yourself on fire. Food is low? Not really. I got 1,500, food. That's funny. She's guilty for burning him. It's like, no, excuse me. Not really. Like... He stepped on the fire that she had lit, like, an hour ago. I think it's pretty clear who's at fault. I guess if you want to warm up, this spot is as good as any. The Mechanites are actually helping me run around the map, burning bodies. Burning up with the sickness. Okay, winter needs a break. Copy that. Yoda needs to realize he's being fed. Oh, you passed out. Yeah, I guess you did pull double duty, or more than double duty. There you go. Let's have some R&R. So as far as dead bodies go, we've got a few, but like not too many. Got a few down here and one over there. Mostly tidied up. Axios, you want to be on duty right now? He was sleepy? Yeah, I woke him up. I know, it's mean. Where's the other dead? Okay. Has nutrient paste been phased out? No, we're using it exclusively. I just haven't been batching it because we need to burn chem fuel in order to reach... Well, speaking of which, we need to burn chem fuel in order to reach the next tier of arc upgrades. So I'm burning chem fuel on purpose just to reach that goal, which means generating way more power than we have any need for. So I can like keep all of my everything on. There's really no need to like turn off stuff right now because we're intentionally generating a lot more power. Okay, there is one that I missed. So let's do this. Fine-tuned. This doesn't really change the fuel rate. I could hit arc overdrive, though. I might end up doing that just to try to push the... Oh yeah, there goes the frag grenades. Just to try to push the goal forward. So, how much fuel are we using per day? 100 per day? I like it. I know it seems ridiculous, but we made the insect trap on purpose, right? To make us more chem fuel. So let's use that chem fuel to get us an even better arc. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patron, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow stalwarts and pilgrims.